Hey everyone, welcome back to our second episode of Sis to Sis. We're so happy from all the responses that we got. We got a lot of compliments and I don't know, we're just so happy.
Yeah, there was I've been seeing a lot of even my own friends and some of you guys I don't even, I haven't heard of or it's just really nice to see a lot of people be positive about it, and I wasn't expecting anyone to even, want to watch it or even listen to it because it was so awkward. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. I'm really happy. When I came home after work, I just immediately saw that Katie posted it, and the first thing I thought of was like, oh my god, I hope everyone likes it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just really happy.
Yeah, and just going off of what Kylie said, I think it was like kind of scary for us to kind of like put ourselves out there. So I'm just like really grateful that everyone who has listened or tuned in actually really enjoyed it, because it makes me more excited to post up more content for our future followers, but fans or sisters or brothers.
So thank you guys for listening to us. I know the episode was around 40 to 50 minutes, and so that's a lot of time to just sit down and listen to a bunch of strangers or people you haven't talked to in a while talk. So I'm glad that you guys liked it enough to sit through all those minutes and also leave nice compliments for us.
Alright, with that, this episode, we're gonna change it up a little bit. We wanted you guys to know us a little more, so this episode is gonna be centered towards us again, us as sisters. So we actually wrote some cards with questions on there, and they're either group questions or individual questions, and we're just gonna go around and just pick out a card and we're just gonna answer them. This is gonna be, like I said, different from our first episode where we kind of just went off script, and today's episode is just gonna be more like random and more, I don't know, lighthearted. So
yeah, like we don't have an agenda today. Our last podcast there was a agenda to go off of, but this one it's just gonna be basically just random questions we're gonna pull from a box, and we're just going to be answering them. Hopefully you guys will get to know us a little bit more. Some of these questions are really funny and lighthearted, but some of them, we all wrote them, and I didn't look at all of them because I wanted to be surprised when I looked at the questions. So I'm really excited because I wonder what y'all wrote.
Yeah. Okay, so then let's get started. We each could pick a question, and then we'll just let one of us go. Whoever wants to go first can go first. So
okay,
everyone can just.
Or you could just draw first.
Yeah, you can just start.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and start. So this is my question, and it's a group question. So it says, "What are you passionate about that your other sisters aren't?" So this is a thinker.
Well, you can go first since you pulled it.
Oh, okay, I know. Mine is photography. I do photography on the side. I think I'm more into it than my sisters. I know Jasmine does a little videography, but for me, I like to do photography and videography, but I'm more of like photographer. I like to edit photos, of course, and I actually have a whole Instagram page for my photography, and I actually want to upload some videos about how I edit, but that's just something I'm interested in that I know my sisters aren't. So.
Let's see. I guess one thing I'm really into is, I know my sisters and all of us are into makeup, but I'm really into makeup. Like, I haven't really been into like watching YouTube.
I feel like
lately.
You're into skincare way more.
Oh yeah. Most recently skincare. But I really love makeup, and I love the art of makeup, the business side of makeup. Not really so much into YouTubers anymore. There's still like a few of them that I'm pretty loyal to, and I watch their videos consistently. but besides that, I'm just really into makeup. I wear makeup for work, or I have to anyway, since my job requires me to wear makeup. So I love wearing makeup. I don't find it annoying at all, and I'm proud of it. I don't care if I take 2 hours. I take 2 hours. But yeah, we're all basically into makeup, but I'm most into makeup like hella. Oh yeah, because it takes longer. But yeah.
Oops. I think something that I'm interested in that my sisters aren't as interested would probably have to be like
education.
No, no, I was gonna say languages. Like I know that sounds fucking nerdy, but I actually love or like I find it so interesting and fascinating to learn how languages function. And like I'm not gonna bore you guys by talking about it, but if you guys are interested, just DM me.
Please keep going.
No, and then I also love learning about like I guess it's interpersonal stuff. Like for example, like zodiac signs or astrology, and like like enneagrams, and also the Carl Jung MBTI types. Like I'm very into those type of things, and like I'll share it with my sisters, and like they'll find it interesting for like a day. But like me, when I'm into something, I think I kind of like become obsessed with it for a couple of days, and then it dies down, and then
okay.
Yeah.
what?
No.
Yeah. I think we all kind of have phases.
But with the language, you could talk about how you like. Okay, well, Kashia, she took.
I was so interested in language. Well, because okay, so like I'm so interested in language that I actually majored in it. I'm a linguistics major, and I barely graduated. I don't know. I graduated
in baby language.
That is an actual language though, but shut up. But anyways, I graduated this semester with the BA in linguistics. And so with the emphasis in teaching English as a second language, and that actually was what I was gonna go for. But as I took more linguistics classes, like just linguistics in general fascinated me. But now that like I'm done with like I guess my undergrad, I'm not really sure if I want to like pursue it long term wise. So yeah, that's just my interest.
And plus, she took Japanese, and
she failed. I didn't fail. It was because you can only miss 3 classes or else you get an automatic D. And I skipped one day for breakfast. So it was worth it.
She was hungry. But and Kashia, I do vouch for Kashia because she went to study abroad in Korea, and not only that, but she always corrects us whenever we say wrong.
Yeah, honestly, like whenever I see someone like mess up a word or type it wrong, like I will correct them, and my friends could vouch for me too, not just my sisters. Like,
yeah. This bitch be always correcting us, even if it's on the group chat, and it's like a single like apostrophe or grammar or punctuation mark. That bitch is always so fucking.
You used to wrong this.
Yep.
Sorry, I gotta apply my stuff that I learned, or else nobody's gonna know.
Yeah, but I guess in every group chat, there's always that one person. So
sorry.
Yeah, that's Kashia.
That's me.
And then for me, I would probably say like maybe organizing stuff. True. Like I really like buying organizing bins. I mean, like when I have the money, I like to try to organize the house in different ways. Like I bought like stuff for the bathroom that we don't even use anymore because nobody like. I want the house to use it so that we can be organized, but you know, only I'm the one who's like really passionate about it, so it doesn't really work out. Yeah. So I would say that's the one thing that I maybe like am more interested in than the other sisters.
That's true. I see that.
Yeah, you do buy a lot.
Yeah, and not only that, but you're a manager for organizing too.
Yeah, she helps her grandma like package stuff to Thailand.
I do, yeah.
And like she was the one that was like suggesting this and this when I was organizing my room this one time. Like I was like, no, I'm not gonna buy all that.
It's because Kylie has like a lot of stuff that she just kind of bunches up. Yeah, she's the messiest. So I just like told her about like $5 tubs, and like honestly, I think it helped because like it's above her closet and her room is a little clean now.
Thanks.
So we'll move on to the next question. Who wants to pull it?
Jasmine can pull.
Yeah, you pull.
You can pull guys too.
Shut up. Confident.
This is probably Katie's question. It's for the group. So it says, okay, somebody farted. Who did it?
You.
Probably Kashia. I don't fart. She's the farter.
Okay, honestly, I'm the type that farts quietly, but then out loud. No, but sometimes it's the loud ones that Katie, they're like, oh, sorry.
No, but you.
Okay, I like I said, I do fart the most though.
No, but like you fart at the most awkward time.
Yeah. Okay, so when is a good time to fart? Let me know. Let me know.
I don't know. I just remember you farting all the time.
Damn. Am I farting right now?
She farts every time she walks by.
No, I'm not saying she farts all the time, but She farts enough for me to notice. That's a
Bitch,
lot.
now people when they see me, they're just gonna associate me with farting, just like how Brett Man Rock and his sister like the breath. I'm not saying her breath is
Well,
stinking,
people
but-
started associating me with bad blending eyeshadows, and I be
They
the one
just
farting.
started. Calm down. They just started. Okay, next question now.
Okay, I will pull. So, what are our Starbucks order? I think Katie would probably be like the iced cold brew with 4 pumps of sweet cream, and then like I think it was like 4 pumps of classic syrup or like vanilla or something.
That's really sweet.
That's an insult. What is a venti iced coffee with 4 pumps of white mocha and sweet cream?
Ooh, sorry, Miss Billy. And then Jasmine's just the usual like
Water.
double blended. I'm just kidding. And then Jasmine's would probably be the fucking caramel frappuccino with no caramel drizzle. And then mine, I don't know, I think I'm kind of like jumpy, or I don't have a consistent taste, but recently I've been getting the guava white tea with extra juice and extra syrup, or matcha green tea latte. And then Kylie's is probably the same as me, like either or for both of us.
Good job.
Next question.
Okay, so my question is, it's a group question, and what's a game you enjoy playing together?
I think board game wise,
I was gonna say we're really
video
into
game.
Super Smash Bros.
and
like-
Mario Kart.
And Mario Kart.
But then-
Animal Crossing.
I know, but then there's like different types because we all like playing Cards Against Humanity too.
Oh, true.
Yeah, we
So
took
that's why I
yeah.
said card game wise is that.
anime guys.
Fuck, Mary Kill. Don't talk about
But
it.
yeah, I think we kind of enjoy. We can enjoy board games and we enjoy video games. I think there was a phase where we played like board games every night.
Yeah, we
for
bought
a
the
while.
whole like Cards Against Humanity kit. Like we have all the boxes.
Yeah, so we honestly we're up for any new game. We're down to play. I think at one point I even spent like $30 to $50 on just card games that we don't even touch
Yeah.
anymore. So.
Yeah, and then I bought like $60 worth of Catan. I mean,
Oh.
one kit is already $40, and like the extra like is like extended package set is like 20 or
15,
something.
yeah.
And then I remember the night before I was supposed to leave to Korea, which was like 5 a.m. We stayed up playing until 2 a.m. And so I only slept for like 3 hours playing it.
Oh, yeah.
And so yeah,
We got
it
McDonald's.
was pretty fun though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
You would remember that.
I remember it was good. What'd you try to say, bitch?
Okay, next. Next question is, what is each sister's favorite foods, cuisines? Fuck, I don't even know. Kashia, okay, I will probably say Kashia's is Asian. And then Kylie's, I feel like yours is Asian too.
True. Yep.
And Jasmine, oh my gosh, it has to be Hispanic food, Mexican food. She loves tacos and burritos, asada fries.
And American food.
And American food, but I see her like always wanting to eat more like tacos and stuff.
True.
I don't know, but you don't turn down a triple though.
I don't know. I'm not picky.
And for me, I will probably have to say Asian food too. And we don't have like a specific. That's why I said it's hard to see like what our favorite food is, because I was like we like to grow up on whatever.
True, yeah. Like we like Thai food, we like Laos food,
Japanese, Korean,
yeah.
Chinese.
You name it. Okay, and then Jasmine, you can go ahead and pull the next question.
So this is for the group. What is a food you guys enjoy together?
Korean barbecue.
Korean
Yeah,
barbecue.
Korean
barbecue.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a Korean
that's
barbecue.
safe.
Yeah, we like to just chill, eat, flip meat together.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't mind going to like our local like Korean barbecue place, like grilling place.
Yeah.
But there's been plenty of times where we're just do our own. So yeah.
Sometimes it tastes a little bit.
Yeah, and less expensive sometimes.
So this is an individual question, and it says, "Can you remember your sibling's greatest achievement?" I think high school graduation. Okay, but like in all seriousness, though, I think that is a good accomplishment. But I think for Kylie's is probably just giving up nursing, or like like facing the truth that maybe college isn't for her, and then pursuing a career in like cosmetology or like hair.
Wow.
And then I think for Katie too is also like giving up on school temporarily to maybe figure herself out more, rather than like pushing herself to finish school for no reason when she's not been passionate. And I think I think same goes for Jasmine is.
So school.
It's hard because like I'm the youngest out of all of them, so I see where it might be kind of hard for you to find accomplishments besides literally me graduating high school.
Actually, no. I think Jasmine's greatest accomplishment is probably just being more open with us. Because I remember when she was like 11, she would always keep to herself, or whenever we asked her how she felt about something, she'll just brush it off or be very neutral about it. So I'm glad that she has blossomed into someone who could like freely talk about her feelings, because I remember the letter that I wrote to her a long time ago was like, I'm scared about her if she doesn't like open up, because one day something's gonna happen and we're gonna blame ourselves because we don't know what's going on in inside her head.
That's true.
Mine's a group question. Worst person to wake up?
Kashia.
I think Kashia. Kashia's just
You don't know with her.
Unpredictable.
not that she's not a morning person, but it's just she does not like to be disturbed.
Yeah, she don't.
It needs to be natural.
Honestly, I feel like I'm unpredictable when you wake me up.
Even she knows.
No, I'm not gonna lie though, because it's like, I don't know. I guess sleep is like something I really cherish. So if you ruin that, or if I stay up for that, then like that's something that then it's important.
Yeah. And she's mean about it. She'll be like, what? Or be like, seriously?
Well, I mean, I have to scare y'all off so that y'all let me sleep.
Oh, so that's her secret. Okay.
Try it.
I live alone. Oh, you did yours?
No, that was Kylie.
That was
Kylie.
my
Your
turn.
turn.
It's your turn.
Oh, okay. I thought
She pulled a book. It was like.
Oh, okay. So next question, this is a group one. Who would you call if you were in trouble? Shit, none of y'all.
Myself.
Well, I would call Jasmine
What?
just because I feel that bitch just sleep heavy. But
True. I think
I would probably just call Katie.
Yeah, I think I'll pick up.
I'd pick up.
I think
No,
I'll
but-
call Kashia. No, but none of y'all really pick up. That's why I said I'll call
It
Kashia.
depends
Honestly,
on
I think out of
situation
us three, I pick up the most.
True.
Because Kylie.
But I'm hesitant to call you.
No, the reason why
Oh, and if you're sleeping
Yeah.
late at night and I call you, I'm
Call
in
her
jail.
Jasmine.
You're like, seriously?
Yeah.
she sleeps heavy.
That's
It
true.
depends on the situation. Because obviously, like, if they needed help, but I don't drive, so you won't call me.
Well,
That's
honestly,
true.
I feel like we haven't called each other late at night in a long ass time. So, like, whenever something does happen,
I think I would pick up. I do pick up though.
I know I pick up too.
Okay,
I
then
know
let's
because
just agree
remember
to
last
disagree.
time when I had tried to call y'all were hella dead asleep.
I wasn't dead.
When I had my
If I did,
I got your back.
no, but I did pick up though.
that night,
Oh.
No, I
Yeah,
did
you
pick up
did.
late after a bit though.
I was asleep already.
See? But okay, I guess we're all unreliable.
just
We'll call our
Don't
mom.
call us.
We'll call our mom and our significant others.
What does each sister want as a gift right now? That is not because this is my question. But okay, I think I said this is individual. Okay, so I think Kashia right now, she'd want a projector. Not like any major gift. I think she just wants it because like she doesn't have a TV in her room, and I think it would be a hassle if she had one. So maybe like a projector would be nice. Kylie, maybe like some more skincare or like some rocks. Gems.
Crystals.
Rocks? This bitch called my gems and crystals rocks.
Okay, so it's crystals. And then Katie, maybe like some stuff for maybe like a cry cut.
I was about to say that.
Because she's been wanting one, but they kind of expensive. So yeah.
I'm GoFundMe.
I mean, I think skincare and makeup are safe options.
Yeah, but
Like-
you're kind of picky with yours though.
Maybe a body pillow for her. Not for a boyfriend.
No, but okay, I'll take that
Maybe for Kylie, just like
I think
aesthetic,
mouse.
like wall hangings, like wall decor, like storage, like more like storage based, like decoration, like a nice bookshelf or like,
Yeah. Or I've been into getting anime T-shirts too. You
True.
could have bought. You could
I
buy
bought
mine.
myself one first.
Well, okay, your turn.
Oh, oops. It is individual. Which one of you do you think will get married first? Realistically, probably Katie.
No, I
Like-
said not until 5 years.
I know, but I just feel like Kylie, even though she's the oldest, I feel like her and her boyfriend have like their own goals that they want to do first. But I feel like since you and your boyfriend are already living together, then like it's more natural for you to get married first.
I guess, but I'm not trying to pay that 100 each, though.
I don't care.
No, I want it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You can do installments.
Duh.
I thought I did. Remember that 1K?
Cut the cameras.
Okay. Who's the weirdest or awkward?
That question.
Y'all hella
So
targeted
this
me.
is an individual question. So I guess to answer the question, I think that had to be
Probably.
Jasmine.
Wow, really?
I'm really awkward.
I feel like even though Kashia drags on jokes, Jasmine is.
Oh.
I feel like Jasmine initially, when you just think of someone who's the most awkward out of all of us, it's just always Jasmine.
It's awkward.
That's awkward.
But yeah, that's just my personal opinion. So yeah, your turn.
Next question is, what's something you wish you could tell your sisters? And this is an individual question. I wanted this to actually be like low-key group too, where we just all talk about it. So I'll start first, and then whoever wants to go on after me, then they can. But something I always wanted to tell my sisters is, yeah, ugly, don't give me. I don't know. Maybe that, like,
I love you guys.
ooh, I don't think we're there yet. Maybe I really want to travel again. Like,
Oh
yeah, let's travel again. Like how, because we went to Korea. If you guys didn't know, we went to Korea together, and I feel like that trip really solidified our relationship as well. Like, it made us really appreciate ourselves, and it also made us realize that we overweight. We did. We can't have the endurance. Like, when we went to Korea, there are some hills. And,
I think I
That's
could
not
do
taking
it.
taxis.
I think I could do it.
Yeah, but definitely, like, let's go on another trip. Maybe
Yes.
without, like, Nikki and Evan, but just another one of us again. Maybe going to Japan first,
yeah.
before they do, so that we already know where to go.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so let's save up our money and let's go. That's one thing I want to tell you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm down.
What about you guys?
Alright.
If you guys have anything
I'd
to
probably
say, then
say
it's
for you guys to be more clean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because the house is really messy.
True.
Real?
Probably just because I'm trying to think of like something that I need to say to all you guys at once.
I'm
I'd
glad you
probably
live
say,
here.
well, like, okay, Katie aside, maybe like just be a little more clean.
That's really random. I
Because I'm looking everywhere and I'm thinking about the bathroom and it's so messy. I was just thinking about it.
I guess you might as well lay it out, I guess.
Ooh, that sounds a beat.
No, not in a bad way. But I wasn't expecting you to say that. I thought you were expecting. I was expecting you to say something like really heartfelt.
Clean.
Yeah, you're like clean. But I guess
I think that goes more towards like making Evan too, though.
that's true.
True.
They can
Listen,
listen to our podcast.
be listening.
I don't know. Something that I want to tell y'all. Did you have
You don't
something?
have to
Emily?
say
Oh wait, I have something else in yet. And for you guys to stop being mean to people who have Samsungs. I'm the only one who has Android / Samsung, and they're always giving me shit about
Hey,
it.
no, mom does too.
Like, besides my mom, because she's like Mong, she needs a Mong song. But like a couple days ago, we were taking photos on Instagram, and the iron was one of the filters, and I sent it, and they're like, the Android quality though. But
Okay, but
I thought it was okay.
it was really bad quality.
You saw the quality. You were embarrassed.
Photo up right now.
Sometimes they'll be holding my phone, acting like if it's a Nokia or something. Like,
I'm a
Might as well be.
Let me remind myself to put a photo.
but yeah, that's the one thing I'll tell y'all.
Okay.
I don't think I really have anything. Just I'm just one thing I want to tell everyone is I guess I'm just happy of everyone's like developments and character developments, and I'm not saying that we're perfect in any way whatsoever, but we have come a long way.
Yeah.
And it's only when we've like improved so much when we look back and realize, man, I can't believe I was like that. So yeah, I'm just proud of us.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything to say, honestly.
Is it you, Jasmine?
Oh yeah.
Just the coloring.
If you had to room with someone again, who would you room with? This is a group question. Yeah, because I've roomed with both Katie and Kashia before and probably had better times with Kashia. I don't want Kylie for sure because she's messy. already on her own. So imagine the two of us together. And then me and Katie were okay, but I think Katie has like
young. We were always bunked together.
And she has a lot of clothes that sometimes she'll just leave out. So I think like even when I go to her house, I see her jackets. So
those are keys.
So probably just Kisha.
I think I would go with Jasmine as well. I feel like I could trust her to like pick up after herself without having to tell her, and I feel like that's something that I get annoyed about really easily. Is like when I see something that's not mine, and like it's like out somewhere, then I like kind of get mad.
True.
But yeah, I can't with Kylie because I feel like she's a bit too messy already on her own, and then Katie just because I feel like she would get annoyed at me the same amount as I would get annoyed of her. So.
Yeah. Next question.
You know already. Okay, go Kisha.
Oh.
It's fine. I was just gonna say Jasmine anyway, so.
Okay, group. What's a weird habit that each person does? Well, this is a group question, but I'll start off with me. I think what they would say about me is like when I sleep with someone. Like,
I was gonna say that.
Like,
I was gonna say that.
Okay, girl, let me finish. Okay, when I sleep with someone, I don't do it anymore. I feel like I've gotten better at it, but I would like put my feet under them. And I remember waking up like in the middle of the night, one of them would like fucking like hit me. Y'all laugh because it's true.
I know that.
But yeah, I think that would be my annoying habit. Kylie's weird habit would probably be Kylie's weird habit is she sleeps with the heater on even in the summer.
I hate it.
What the?
She sleeps with her heater on still.
Yeah,
What
she'll
the
be like,
hell?
isn't it like hot cold for
'cause
you guys?
And then like, I remember sleeping in her room because I was painting my room, and then she turned on the heater and I almost died. And then Katie's weird habit would probably be like picking her callus or her lips.
Just my lips. I don't do my
that's
callus
true.
anymore.
Well, she doesn't do her callus, but when she did, it was like as bad as her picking her lips. But I feel it's just because like it's something that she does like subconsciously, so she doesn't really think about it. And, like,
It's an
when we
OCD mental health problem. Editing Katie here. So the disorder that I'm talking about, which is a real disorder, it's not me just saying that to basically be rude or pick on people's mental illness. This is a true mental illness. It is called an excoriation disorder, also referred as a chronic skin picking or dermatillomania, and it's a mental illness related to obsessive compulsive disorder. It is characterized by repeated picking at one's own skin, which results in skin lesions and causes significant disruption in one's life. And I truly do have it, and it is a symptom of anxiety. I just wanted to mention it because I realized how it may sound, but I truly do have a skin picking disorder. It's really disgusting, and if you have it too, then just know I'm with you and we'll get over this. Well, I mean, eventually, but just wanted to come on and quickly talk about how I'm not trying to make fun of it. It's something that I truly do have.
And then like when I tell her to stop, she's like, "Oh, I didn't even realize I was doing it." And then
That's why I said
Jasmine's
it's a
weird
mental health
habit.
problem.
I know mine.
Snoring.
Yeah.
No, I think Jasmine's weird habit would probably be not showering.
I cut the camera. I took one yesterday.
I think you're weird
I know my weird habit. Yeah,
wearing a graduation gown on your laundry days.
Yeah.
that one too. It's convenient. It covers everything, and it's good enough until you get your clothes done.
She's making the most out of
I spent $60 on it.
The most expensive outfit.
Yeah, more expensive than my prom dress.
But I bought that for you.
Exactly. So it's free.
What was the other one you would have said for yourself?
When I have a blinky.
No, I was gonna say that too, but
I don't do it anymore.
No, but I don't think that's weird. Some people still have like teddy bears. And
No.
stuff.
No, I go like
That
like-
weird finger thing.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, because I see Bookie start doing that now.
Jasmine told me she doesn't get Blinkino anymore because it smells like Evan's room.
No, that's weird. Naming your Blinky.
I didn't Evan named it that.
Okay. I was gonna say a weird thing about Jasmine is she doesn't cut her nails.
Her pinky one.
I let them grow naturally and I cut them.
She's organic.
Yeah, she peels them like once they grow too long, she'll like peel it off.
But they grow really fast. Look right here.
Ew!
Here, ASMR.
No, what's that?
It's because like I hate it when they're short because there's more dirt in them.
So my card says it's a group question. What do you guys argue about the most?
I think cleaning.
Yeah, Jasmine said chores.
Or chores.
Chores,
Like,
I guess.
Attitude.
And the second after that would probably be maybe like.
I don't know, because we don't really argue it much anymore.
Well, when all of us were under one roof, we would fight about clothes a lot because.
No, not really anymore. We started getting better with clothes. Like we don't care about clothes anymore. But that was something we used to argue about a lot was clothes. But I think now we just.
I think mostly just chores and.
Yeah, just chores.
Like doing everyone doing their.
Because we usually have like civil conversations now where we just know our stuff and we should just do it at this point.
Yeah.
But now we don't really fight.
Yeah.
I feel like that's with every couple with that every sibling. Like it doesn't matter how fucking old you are, y'all will still be arguing over who's gonna do the dishes.
Yep,
and that's why we have
the rice.
and that's why we have designated chore days now.
Yeah.
Which I still pay my siblings to do my chore day, but yeah.
I'm gonna them. I do it
All right. So next question.
Okay. Next question is. Okay, this is individual but group wise. Like you guys can talk about who would you take on a trip. I think for me, I would take Kashia. Only because like I feel like Kashia, she really knows her way around the place and really knows how to read like subways, maps, buses. So I think I will take Kashia. And plus, she pulled through for Korea. So I'm pretty sure she would probably know her way around for like another country that we visit. What about you guys?
She like does a little research ahead of time, or like she always makes sure she prepares stuff. Like when in 2017 we went to our first BTS concert.
Oh, yeah.
She like did the preparations with the Greyhound and then the hotel and then like everything. So imagine if we didn't have
That's
that.
true.
That's true. I think I'd choose Kasha too because I think I remember when I was trying to book something and I didn't look at the hotel reviews.
Oh my God. Is it the
Yeah.
And I didn't look at the reviews. It was like my first time planning something for my siblings and us, and so I was looking at reviews and I looked at one review and it said, I went into my hotel room and there was a hobo on the balcony. And so I was like, oh shit, I was gonna book this hotel. But yeah, I think I would give the award, if you could even call it an award, to Kashia, because Kashia does plan our trips most often and most of the time they're pretty successful. So
What
yeah.
about you?
I feel like someone that I would want to take, like, just for, like, to get along with would probably be Jasmine. But I feel like I need someone who will balance me out. Like, do you really need that? Or should we really go there? It's probably, like, Katie or Kylie. So, I mean, I think I would need all three of y'all to go and to truly enjoy something. Sure. But if I had to take someone, I would take myself.
What the?
No, like if there was another me, I would choose that person.
Okay, but it's not.
Okay, then the next person to probably be like as planner as me would probably be Katie, so I would probably take her.
Okay.
True, I do.
But we would clash heads a lot. But I feel like if it's on a trip that we
did clash at Korea.
Yeah.
And I was right.
Yeah.
Okay, but then
And then me and Jess are just like,
Yeah. Really slow, sweaty, ugly.
Also because Katie has like more energy or stamina, so I felt like she was the only one who was able to like keep up with me and in Korea, because like Kylie was like I give it to them that it was hot and it was like very humid. And you know they weren't prepared for it, but come on, like y'all really need a bit of slow. I'm just kidding.
It was really hard. Honestly, if you guys do go to Korea, just in the summer, just be prepared for the humidity and just being really cranky and just really grumpy on the first day. Like, just be prepared.
And also, pro tip: do not wear heels unless you are like
I wore heels.
comfortable with it. Like, if you're as comfortable in heels as you are in tennis shoes and you can last them all day, then go ahead, by all means, wear it. But if you just wear them for looks, like maybe just pack them in your bag when you take pictures. but then like wear comfortable walking shoes.
Yeah, bring them on the side. I mean, I luckily was able to endure my feet, but then when I came back home, them feet hurt.
Double sock.
Yeah.
Callie taught me that method.
Yeah, double sock. That really helps too. But next question.
Okay, so it says it's a group question, and it says next travel destination. I think we already all agree that's gonna be Japan. Or Korea again.
But if you guys have ever visited Japan, let us know some great like anime places to like visit. And not only that, but just some really like awesome restaurants, because we will love to try the food. I think that's a lot of people's like go-to thing to do is to eat the food. So if y'all know any good restaurants, drop them down below.
Okay, since Japan is super obvious for all of us, besides Japan and Korea again, what other destination would you guys want to travel together?
I was gonna say Canada.
I was gonna say New York.
I say New York.
But that's
really?
I know, but then like just because
okay. I was thinking out of the country. Yeah, for destination in the States, then I would probably have to say Wisconsin. I would have to say New York too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Hawaii.
Oh,
we
no.
haven't been to
it was hot.
No, like going like in October though.
I had a really at least for me, we had a really bad experience in Hawaii because we had to wait like our 10-hour delay, and it got even delayed even more. So we were there for like 12 hours for our like extending flight to Korea and back home too. So I think that's the only reason why I have a bad experience with Hawaii. But I would love to visit Hawaii though.
Yeah, I would like to go to Hawaii with you guys, but like in October or in March, where I've heard it's nice. But I think it'd be nice, like, for us to have, like, a cute little, like, cabana on the beach or something. And, like, just take cute summery or spring photos.
I think I would also want to go to Bora Bora. I know a lot of people say that it's, like, boring because there's not a lot of clubs and stuff. But I feel like it's more of, like, a place for relaxation. Because I feel like we're not really that, like, party people anyways to begin with. Like, maybe, like, a night out to drink. But other than that, we're not going to fucking, like... go party or like, go to like clubs every single night. So I feel like Bora Bora would be nice for us because it's like tropical, but and like.
I want to go to Seattle too.
Oh yeah, Seattle would be nice. Yeah.
I want to go to Clovis.
Right now. Oh, we don't want to expose where we live.
I want to go Bakersfield.
But same. Okay, next question.
Okay. Recommend one anime per person. So for a group. I would have to recommend Hunter x Hunter.
Wow.
I feel like okay, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't want to watch it because it was 148 episodes. I was like, I am not doing that. And like the Chimera Ant arc was so freaking long, and I just kind of skipped through it. But like even skipping through some episodes, like it's such a good anime. I feel like it's such like a classic, and everybody needs to watch it and like just pull through. Like it's like such a wholesome like
you're going on an adventure with these two kids, like, and it feels like you're going on with them. Like it's a really good anime. Okay, what about you?
Man, if I had to recommend one anime, I think I'd recommend Demon Slayer because I feel like so I stopped watching anime for a while. I don't know why. And then my sisters had recommended Demon Slayer, and so I was like, whatever, I'll just watch it. And so I watched it, and I watched it all in one day because it was so good. And it was one of those type of animes that I'm not trying to exaggerate it, like you have to watch the next episode. And it was so interesting, and the episodes are so short. It's like 19 minutes. Like, how can you not just like, oh, let me just watch another one? But it's so good. I really recommend Demon Slayer if you guys haven't watched it already. It's really gruesome, but don't worry, like, it's still worth it. I always find myself being disgusted at gruesome or gory animes at first, but it's all about that development. It's all about like the plot, and the plot is amazing. If you like I don't know, like friendship and like sibling bond and none of that incest shit. Like, it's so good. I really recommend it. It's only 26 episodes, only one season out right now, but I love it. So it's really good. I highly recommend Demon Slayer.
I'd probably recommend Goblin Slayer. Just kidding. Don't watch that unless you're gonna be traumatized. But I think everybody at the table already knows that I'm gonna recommend BNHA, My Hero Academia. It's just like a really fun, like, I love it so much, and it's hard to explain because like you just have to watch it. and really fall in love with the characters and like the
Bakugo
storyline
specifically.
and like the really cute guy.
Yeah, you're bound to find someone in the anime that you like. I feel like
Yeah.
that's almost for that goes for any anime, but
And like the storyline is really well written. It's the only anime that I keep up with manga wise. So like, just watch it. You haven't watched it yet. I know a lot of people say it's like overhyped, but it deserves the hype for sure.
Yeah, and some what's that thing called? Like some
Honorable mentions.
yeah, there you go. Some honorable mentions, which you guys should watch. Probably
Haikyuu.
Haikyuu, of course. Avatar. And that
Rising of the Shield
Rising
Hero.
of the Shield Hero. But then for me, the anime I'm gonna recommend, and it's like it's not cringy since they all recommended like action, is Oran High School.
Yeah.
That is a classic. A lot of them, like I said, already mentioned a lot of like action and stuff. That's why I'm gonna mention a love high school type of anime, and Oran High School is not cringy. It's not like ew, what the heck? Like it's just really. It's just really good. You guys just need to watch it. And if you still have that mindset of like animes cartoon or animes like childish, it's really not. It's just more than that. And I think you just need to get over that little blockage. And once you do, you'll realize that the plots are really well thought and well developed. And there's just so much more to it, and that more to it than a lot of movies like can bring to life.
Yeah, and like I would have to agree with Katie. I think out of the four of us, I was the most against anime because I had this bias and prejudice that anime was weird and everything is like bloody and gory. And I said that I would never watch Attack on Titan. But after
She watched
She's watching it.
After watching all these animes that they recommended and that other people recommended, I decided to give Attack on Titan a go. And honestly, after getting over that bias and prejudice, it made me appreciate more or it made me realize that I should be less biased towards other things and open my mind and eyes more to things that other people recommend. Because if I have this amount of people telling me how good it is, then just go into it with the open heart, and you won't regret it.
And Levi.
Yeah.
Levi, that's all I had to
Captain
say.
Levi.
That's all I gotta say. So mine's a group question, and it says, what is a trait you admire from each sister? So since it's a group question, I guess I'll start with what I like from each sister. So I'll start with Kashia. I think a trait that I really like from Kashia is nothing.
How thick I am.
No,
She's confident.
I think maybe with how grounded you are, how because you always tell us stories where you're out and about, and if there's something you don't want to do or don't want to eat or don't want to drink or whatever, you set it in stone.
Yeah.
And I wish it was like that, because I always find myself whenever I'm out in public,
wavering.
yeah, wavering, or I always find myself giving into not temptations, but giving into people come on, dude, and then I'll always just be like, okay, fine. And I wish I was more I don't care, I didn't come to do that, I didn't come to do this and that. So I wish I was more like you. I feel like you're just grounded. I mean, that could just be your personality type in general.
Or
but
people just back off once they see me because I'm a bad bitch.
but I guess that's something I like from you, or a trait that I admire. And then for Katie, I honestly, I wish that I would speak my mind more often. Even if it's not sugar coated, I feel like usually for the most part when Katie speaks her mind, it's coming from a good place.
And I'm not wrong.
And yeah, usually for the most part it's coming from a good place. And sometimes I wish even though they call me the bully and they think I'm the meanest sister, but I feel like with Katie, I feel like she says those things that people are afraid to say. And so I feel like I need to learn to do that myself too, because you can put yourself in a really awkward situation being in the gray zone sometimes. So yeah, that's a trait I admire from Katie. And then for Jasmine, don't look at me like that. And so I think a trait that I admire from Jasmine is honestly how fucking patient she is. She's so fucking patient, and sometimes I would I don't know how you do that.
You still doing that?
Yeah. She's currently tutoring our little brother right now, and she's so fucking patient. Like, this is why I don't think I could be a teacher, because she's so patient. Not saying that like patience is the only trait that you need to be a teacher, but she's so patient, and I really respect that about her, and that's a trait that I really admire. So yeah.
What about y'all?
I think something that I admire from you, Kylie, is that you take me to go get food. I'm just kidding.
What the?
I think it's how like hardworking you are. Like, I feel like even if you don't like a job or like the people, you still like do it. And I rarely hear you complain about like your workplace, because when you worked at McDonald's. When you worked at a fast food restaurant,
You already said it.
I know, but then I don't want McDonald's to write anything about anything. Anyways, when you worked at a fast food restaurant, and then I worked there, and then I started like seeing all this stuff that people complain about being a fast food worker, and I was like, how come Kylie never complained? And she was like, yeah, it happened. And so like, experience it firsthand. I'm just like, damn, like you keep this all within you without even letting any of us know. And then I think for Katie, it's how like organized she is. Like she'll plan money wise, or have like trips planned, or just suggest stuff. And if we have like a question, she'll like have it covered. And then I think for Jasmine also is like her patience. Mm-hmm. I feel like not many people could put up with as much as she can. Mm-hmm. So like I give her that, and like I feel like she pulls through for so many of us, mm-hmm. especially in the house. Mm-hmm. So I want to say thanks, I guess.
Yeah, same for like. Well, I'll start with Kylie. I'll probably say that for me, maybe Kylie's. I don't know. I'll come back to you.
But she said she was going to start with.
I can't really think, but I think probably for Kashia, it'll probably be her like determination. Because I feel like even though Kashia, like, she holds herself back, like once she wants something, then she'll like put her energy into it, and she'll hesitate here and there and waver. But at the end of the day, she knows like this is like what I want to do, and I have to be selfish. And if we weren't in the picture, I'm pretty sure she would have already done a lot of things. But that's why I really like admire from Kashia. Probably from Kylie, I would have to say being the oldest, I feel like I can't understand where she comes from, because she has to hold her tongue back for a lot of us, and I feel like even though I want to say a lot of stuff, if Kylie tells me not to say something, then I have to respect it. I feel like there was a lot of times where I wanted to say things, but Kylie will look at me like no, and I'm like, fuck her.
That's true. I do remember some of those times.
Yeah, and so I was like, damn it. So that's why, like, for me, I really respect that Kylie is the oldest, because at the end of the day, we do have to give respect to the firstborn, because they probably dealt with more things than we have, and they've experienced things before we did, and probably processed things before we do. So that's why I respect Kylie. And probably for Jasmine, I would probably have to say that I really admire her coming to the store with me.
Hey, that's something.
No, I will have to say the fact that you talk to like the younger kids for us.
Oh, that's true.
Because like I feel like they can't really relate to us, because we're so old in their minds that they can't really come to us to talk to as like sisters, and they see us more as mothers. And so I feel like we said in our last podcast, you are really the in-between child between like the younger and the older. And I feel like I really envy you for that, because I can't just go to Evan or Mickey and say like, hey girl boys,
do it now.
you want to grab some like ice cream? But yeah, that's just me.
Okay, so for Kashia, I think it would be like the natural talent. So when I was saying this, I was thinking like 2017, me and her both started bullet journaling at the same time. And she caught on to calligraphy really quick, and I'm still, 3 years now, I still can't do it. And so she, like, sometimes she writes it for me, or like a week ago she taught me how to sew. So like, she just picks up things really fast, or like, she knows Korean more than me, or she knows a little more Japanese. So I feel like it seems like it just comes so naturally to her, but I'm like, I don't work. And let me take that back. But yeah, for her, that's for Kashia, because I try to be good at everything, but it doesn't work out. For Kylie, it would probably have to be her extrovertedness. I mean, it's obvious because I'm an introvert that I admire someone for being able to talk in a natural setting. But I don't know. Sometimes I just like we all go together, and I just see Kylie easily like strike up a conversation. I'm like, I can't do that. So I think it's nice to see someone be able to do it so like seamlessly. Or to be with someone who can handle it, so I don't have to handle it. And that applies to Katie too, because sometimes we'll go to like Starbucks and she'll talk to the barista. I'm like, thank God it's not that awkward silence. And then more for Katie specifically, probably her selflessness. I know that sometimes where she only has like $12 in her bank, but I know like she'll like pretend that she has more so that we don't feel like
bad about
I feel bad about using it. Or like we're all like offer she'll offer Starbucks and like we don't have to want it, but sometimes some of us will say it and then like she'll buy it even though she don't got the money for it. So yeah.
Thanks. The next question will be, who will most likely have a hard time without their phone?
I think Kylie or Jasmine.
I was gonna say Jasmine.
No, but she's gone like days, hours without it.
Because of Bookie.
I think you.
I would say me then.
Because
I would say me.
I was gonna say you. I was gonna say Kylie because Kylie works a full shift. So for you actually are home and you have to use your phone.
True.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Like, I don't think I could ever imagine you without your phone.
I'm without my phone right now.
That's true. Okay.
But yeah, okay, I would give it to me.
All right, and then the next question, I'll just say it too. Then, what is the smartest thing you've done together as a group?
Smartest?
Like the wisest, like something that
Stand up to bitches.
Cut off toxic people in our lives.
Probably.
Yeah, that was probably one of the hardest but smartest decision that we had to do. I think for us, we're just like, of course, I'm gonna briefly mention it, but I'm not gonna drag it. But I think after our dad had passed away, we just realized a lot of people's true colors, and we just didn't put up with bullshit anymore because we just heard so much bullshit that we're just kind of like, what?
And I feel like after we lost, an important member of our family, it's just like, if we're able to, lose him, then what's the point of holding on to these people who aren't even doing anything nice for us?
And this is just our experience. Like, obviously we're not implying that this happens to everybody who loses a parent, but just in our experience after losing our dad, it just kind of put into perspective of what was really important to us and what wasn't, and what we were really to put up with now. Because after my dad passed, we really didn't tolerate anything afterwards. It did take us a while to like kind of put everything in perspective, but once my dad passed, I think it kind of started the rest of the motions of us kind of like realizing what's more important. So.
It took a while too after our dad had passed away, so it's not like we just changed magically overnight.
And we're not saying like all of the people we're not saying like everyone in our life is completely toxic, things like that. It's just and I'm not saying we don't wish bad upon any of them. It's just we just would rather keep a distance or just keep things like civil and quiet and just not force relationships upon
and then
people.
I guess to like make it to terms where basically what sums it up is just boundaries. I think a lot of boundaries were crossed, and I think for us we just kind of realized like our dad died, so I think a boundary has a big ass boundary has already been cut. So I think for us it's just like, what's there? What else do we have to lose that we haven't already? And so to us it's like there's nothing really more important than just being true to yourselves. And I think that's what a lot of us had to realize the hard way, was that a lot of people weren't really like real with us and just crossed our boundaries without us not even knowing.
And I think also it's like I think it's also because like like dealing with my dad's death was already hard enough, so we didn't need anybody else adding on to that. And so I feel like it was the best situation for us at that time, and even now when I look back at it, to not have anything to do with them anymore.
Do you have anything to say?
I just realized that like throughout that whole ordeal, that the people that were still there at the end of the day were my sisters, or my siblings I should say. So I didn't really need the people who were trying to pretend to be there. So it's easier for me to just pretend they weren't there and just cut them off and just accept the reality that ultimately the only people who are going to be there for me at the end of the day are my siblings. So I feel like that's a really good place to end our podcast. It's just the importance of siblings and just how much we appreciate them. And like we said in our first podcast, it is unfortunate if you don't have like close relationships with your siblings. And not only that, but
if throughout this video you had any questions that you want to ask us, please leave them down below. We'll be more than happy to answer them if you have any, or any suggestions as well. And if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. And
I hope that after listening to this podcast, you get to know a bit more about us and understand us as individuals. Not like perfectly well, but just a bit more than you did before listening.
And these topics are just random. It's not like, oh, we have all of these creative ideas. We just going with the flow. So if you guys have any like recommendations or any like questions you guys want, if we have enough questions, I believe like it would be cool if we could do like a podcast of just strictly answering you guys' questions. So that'd be cool. And if you guys are more than welcome to engage into the conversations, like in the comments, to like, drop down your favorite anime that you suggest, or maybe drop down like maybe a food cuisine that you seem to gravitate towards as well. The conversation is definitely open to anyone. We'd love to connect with you guys. That was my purpose from the beginning, was meeting a bunch of you guys and just kind of putting a smile on at least one of you guys' face. So,
and not just that too, but for you guys to engage with each other as well. Like you guys don't know, if you guys don't know who you guys are, you guys can always just engage. This podcast is to also connect people from everywhere, not just us, but to you guys as well. So with that, do you have anything else to say?
Again, thank you for the positive response for our first video. I really appreciate it, and it's really heartwarming to see people really put the time to listen to, just us talking.
All right, and we're gonna probably end the podcast here. If you guys did like it, again, please like and subscribe, leave a comment down below and show us some love, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.